The wharf, I think, is just incredible. You can see the details of the boot when you come in. So it's a wharf following someone in the snow. For me, though, the couple are very special. I love the back of the sculpture just as much as the front, the way that he has his jacket draped over one shoulder. You can really see the material of like how it's been formed and made. I think as well, when you're walking around, you'll also interact with the light, so you'll create shadows, you're part of it as well. When you're in the space, you are drawn to look at the ceiling. You know, that's the signature, I think, of the Pompidou. That's why I put a series of lights that kind of bounce off this disc, so you have the light bouncing off indirectly onto the sculptures. I think light activates them. It kind of brings another life to the sculpture. I was very intrigued by Martin because he has these touches of conservation. He's quite dirty, in fact, and he has also been kind of graffitied. And I really asked if we didn't dust or clean any of the sculptures because I just really wanted them to be literally something which was taken and placed. I was intrigued because he's lost his finger too. So he's calling you, but you know, he has no finger. And I made each of the plinths for the sculptures. If you think about medieval sculptures, they used to have like painted kind of surfaces. So I kind of thought about the sculpture and came up with the colour in relationship to the sculptures. Each one has a different sense of gaze, which is very concentrated on Herschel. The wolf is obviously staring out, Martin's staring out, and the couple are very intertwined. So the wall is a sculpture for me, and it was really hard to think about the size of the wall. I didn't want it to be too big. It's also something to enable a passage in a space, so that's why you have this curve. And you have two sides to the wall, the front and the back, which are equally important to me. And the front is a very laborious process, because the wall is made actually of old plaster. The plaster man who made this, he's a craftsman, and there's not so many of them about anymore actually. It was really hard to find him. He worked over the summer in his studio to make the mould, and then came in with his crew, and it was like a jigsaw puzzle to assemble the wall. It's creating a backdrop for the sculptures. And so when you come around the back, I think that's really important, you'll then see the other side. So the not polished side, it's really the process. You also discover the film is really a work with light again. Each of the 4 sculptures appear in the film actually. I hope that kind of makes you kind of think again how you're looking at them, so then maybe you'll go back and you'll look again, or maybe you won't, but it's like it's introducing them. When you see this work, there are so many conversations that are not seen in a way. It was the conservators' interest and their support that really enabled me to borrow the sculptures, and they really were interested in the connection between historical artworks and contemporary art.